Welcome to my laundry room. I'm going to show you today a little bit about my Frigidaire Affinity washer and dryer and how they work. I'll tell you some of the things that I like about them, maybe some of the things I don't like. There's always a few things. And you know what, these cameras, I'm going to try and turn it around so I can say hello. Hello! They need like a thing that goes on the back so you can take a video of yourself and of other stuff at the same time. We had to put the wash machine on the left, which was kind of confusing because originally my machine was on the right, but the way the door swings open, it swings open and it's hinged on the left. So unless you want to be moving your laundry back and forth like around the doors, which I tried for about a week before they came out and switched them, it's a nightmare. And just if you get them, put the washer on the left. I don't know if all front loaders are that way. I don't care really. It just kind of took a little bit of getting used to, and I think they had to get a longer vent tube for the dryer. So these are the machines. The washer right now has a sleeping bag in it. Yes, it fit. Now it's only like a twin size sleeping bag. I don't know if they make them bigger. It's a sleeping bag for one, and it fit with no problem. And in the dryer, extreme close-up, it fits also with no problem. Now I lost my dryer sheets. Here they are. Here's my dryer sheets. Why they're not in the drawer under the machine, I don't know. But logic isn't necessarily a strong suit around here. So we're going to start with the dryer just because I have something in there already. I like the controls on these machines. They are in an easier place for me to reach rather than reaching completely over the machine to get at them. They're right here, and if you have the drawers underneath, they're obviously a little bit higher up. And there's basically a start button that activates it. You've got the knob here that sets it for the different type of load that you have, and that's going to make some settings over here change. So let's see if I can do both. As I turn it, you'll see that they change, but you can also override some of those for the most part. Sometimes that one isn't, but some of them do. Let's cancel that and go back. So if we go up, see, you can override some of the settings, but it does have those pre-programmed ones to get you started out with. We're just going to go on a normal wash, probably a medium temperature for that sleeping bag. Normal dryness, signal volume, I'm assuming that's the dinging when it's almost done. We're down here in the bowels of our house, so I never hear it if there is a signal when it's almost done. And then we're going to hit start, and it's going to get a little noisy. Okay, now for the wash machine, I have a load. The best load in the house is Saxonite and the underwear. And I'm going to attempt to get it in here. I don't know if you can see. It's not any bigger than a traditional top loader with the agitator. In fact, it might even be smaller in there. But when you don't have the agitator, it makes a world of difference. I can fit more laundry in here. Okay, so we got the laundry in there. And the next thing we do, close the door. Now the first machine that I had, the washer, that they delivered to me, I was having trouble with the door. It wasn't latching, and it would pop, like I'd try and close it, and it would pop open, but then also it would sometimes open a little bit during the wash cycle and water would leak out. So they think something happened to it and it got warped, so they sent me out a new one, and I have not had that problem since. And actually, when I watched them remove the first wash machine, they put it on a dolly, and they put the door first against the dolly, and then they put these straps and cranked it tight. And I'm wondering if they brought it in that way, if that's what may have warped the door. So I might not have even been the machine. So the next thing we do is we put the detergent in. It goes in a little different than your traditional top loader. It's got this drawer, and you need to kind of open it slowly, because sometimes it does tend to get a little bit of water in it, and I I don't even know what this side does yet. I just use detergent. I don't really use anything else. Detergent, and these machines take the HE detergent for the high efficiency machines. Regular detergent will bubble too much. Now I can't see it, and there's lines on here that tells you how much, but I don't know, that looks close to right. Because again, you don't want to put too much detergent in here in case it does decide to bubble up. Alright, close that up, and then carefully close the drawer so water and the detergent don't go flying. And just like with the dryer, we have a start button. Kind of gets everything going, and the knob that allows you to pick some of the preset options, and these are whites, so I always put it on whitest whites even though I don't use the bleach. And on hot, maximum level, and we start it. I would say for the first week when I use this machine, I would watch the water as it came out and just watch the machine spin. I was a little bit enamored with the shiny, spinny stuff. As far as what I like about the machines, again, I like the way the controls are. I like that my clothes get clean. They smell cleaner. They feel better. As for what I don't like, I'm trying to think. I mean, they fixed my door. That was the biggest problem that I had. Every once in a while, the dryer door, the latch kind of doesn't take. And, you know, maybe I just don't close it hard enough. So I'm not even convinced that that's not operator error. I do wish, and I think it's the nature of any front-loading machine, that I could put stuff on top of it. It just seems like wasted space. Here we don't have the door on top of the washer anymore, and you can't put anything on there because it possibly will move around. Number one, you'll scratch the top. Number two, your stuff will fall back into wherever that goes with the bugs and the cooties. Otherwise, I really can't think of anything that I personally don't like about them. Here, I'll turn it around and talk. Now I don't have anything to say. Again, they get my clothes clean. I'm very happy with that. I think the HE detergent is more expensive, but I'm using less overall, so it kind of balances out that way. Our electrical and our gas bill have gone down. It's combined here, and we've noticed an increase or a decrease in our energy costs, even though it seems like I'm doing more laundry lately. And because my son's in school and he was in football, and like every other day now there's laundry. And our water bill has gone down. We have a huge water bill, and it used to be if we had a bill of $90 every 3 months, that was high. Well, here, since we moved, it was like $110 for a month, and that's just, I guess this town has expensive water. Maybe there's gold in it. But it's dropped, and I would say we're spending about $86 a month now and doing more laundry. So I'm very impressed and very happy with that. Otherwise, I'm looking back at the machines again, trying to think if there's anything else that I could point out that I like or that I dislike. Would I recommend them? Sure. Because they work for me. Now, I don't have a direct comparison. I haven't tried any other front-loading machines. Honestly, I haven't even looked at them. I've never gone to the store even and browsed and looked at the controls and the way things are to see and to be able to make more of a realistic comparison. But going from like 7-year-old top-loading washer machines to this, definitely I would recommend them. The door problems I had, they were swift. They first came out and replaced the latch, and when that didn't work, then they just said they were going to send me a new machine because they, I guess, had done everything that they could do with parts. And the dryer, it dries quicker. It just seems like I'm doing more laundry in a day than I could with the other machines. And some of that is because of the cycles, and you can set them to take the same amount of time. Part of it's because the dryer itself, if I'm washing comforters and blankets, and I do that a lot between the kids and the dogs, it seems like during the week there's always some blankets or a comforter in there. They only take one cycle to dry instead of like 3 like they used to in the other one. I like the drawers on the bottom. They give me a place to put some of my extra stuff away, and I do have quite a few things in there. Thanks for watching.